Karakrama, we are going back to the stretch of initiatives discussing by our office bearers. So we have Joint Secretary Mrs. Shwetha Ramamurthy giving us a glimpse of annual KBA convention. Over to you, Shwetha.
Thank you, Spurti. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ನಾನು ಶ್ವೇತಾ, ಮೂಲತಃ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಈಗ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ಟನ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಜೆರ್ಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಲ ಬಾಂಧವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. KBA ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ KBA ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕನಕ ಜಯಂತಿ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇದೇ ವರ್ಷ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 2022 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಲೋಚನೆ ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Let us all hope and pray that this pandemic will end soon and so we can all meet in person. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಹಿರಿಯರು ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲವಿದೆ. ಅಮೆರಿಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿರುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುರುಬ ಸಮಾಜದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ರಚನೆಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂಡದ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆ. ಈ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಮಾಜ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಯೋಜನೆಗಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಲ ತುಂಬುತ್ತದೆ. It will be a great networking opportunity for our Kula Bandhavas. ಈ KBA convention na main objective is to recognize highly performed achievers from our Kula Bandhava or Kuruba community from US, India and around the globe, and to facilitate them with Kanaka Shri Prashasti. And as part of this convention, we will also recognize area specific achievers and award them as well. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನಕ ಜಯಂತಿ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕೋತ್ಸವ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಲು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದದಿಂದಲೇ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. So please be with us and let us all help in upbringing of our community globally. Thank you, Spurti. Over to you.
Thank you, Shwetha avare. Next office bearer ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು Venkatesh Shivashankrappa ಅವರು. He is the one of the board of directors with us. Venkatesh avare, floor is yours.
Thank you, Smurti. Hello, everyone. My name is Venkatesh Shivashankrappa. Back in India, I'm basically from Tarikere, and in years, I'm from Michigan. So I'm just for the namesake, I'm one of the board of director, but I'm also a volunteer who are like many of us are working here. I'm addressing to the North America service what we are planning to do here, which it's kind of dear and near to me, which I strongly believe in, and which I think is going to help us out and to grow our organization more here. So at this moment, I recall a saying that God help only those who help themselves. I think it's not the individual person, it's a family, a society, a community, a country too. So in that sense, when we formed this organization, or we come, this group, in the beginning, all volunteers, we were thinking, what is that we can do to best help ourselves in US or in North America? Because, we are not more in numbers, just if you know the numbers, there are around just about 4 million immigrants from India in US. I'm specifically quoting the numbers from US because that's where our more numbers are there. And then out of those 4 million, 5 to 7% is all from the Karnataka. And out of Karnataka, probably we are another 10% are from from India. So we are very, very low in numbers. And when we looked at that, the best, what is that missing is here is a social network or a community, which is what we really helps out for any person to progress or develop over the life. So that is missing. If in India for any problem, we go to the first to our kith and kids, and with so less numbers in US, and professionally we are pretty much settled. We will be doing good, but professional is not the only thing. We need the social support, and the main point of it is to build that social support, and that's where we formed this organization. And then part of that, we identified key of, not everything here, but some of the key uh, assistance, or I don't want to call that as assistance, is a service which we can help ourselves. So to begin with, obviously we are all immigrants, so it's anything should be related to the immigration assistance. And I don't want to dwell more on the what is immigration assistance is, as by default we know it's all about the visa or the green card for the someone who is coming from India here, right? And also another thing is also about our next generation. So it's not about we are thinking about uh, the our kulabandas who are coming from India, but also we are mainly thinking about our second generation, our next generation kids here, and how to make them the part of this society, right? So in that sense, we are looking at the immigration assistance, how we can provide for someone who is born here in terms of going to India or something. So that's just the immigration assistance. And healthcare assistance. There's not really, I don't have to dwell so much on that. Everybody knows. I just like to say one thing. What Dr. Prasanna has already said is healthcare in US is very expensive. You might not know or just want to quote, statistics. In US, 65% of the bankruptcies happens because of the healthcare cost. So we want to bring up assistance from the healthcare, why by connecting our doctors in our community and making them available for any kind of guidance or any assistance for our fellow community members. And then education and career assistance. Again, you can't, you don't have to explain for an Indian parent, right? So education and career is at more, the top of our list. So even there too, it's not one way that, so how looking at how to assist someone coming from India. No, that is just a part of it. The other part of it is, as Shraddha is that how we can help each other, right? Majority of us are did this schooling back in India. We don't know much about our schoolings, our schoolings here in US, our new home. So it's how we can share the ideas, share the information, so that we can help each other. So that's another thing on the education and career assistance. And then obviously matrimony and marriage assistance is, see, any person, a marriage can break him or make him. So that is such an important part of the life. So with this social platform, there is a huge potential to know each other and also extend our family even more. So that's another one. And then the funeral services or the business quorum. Again, it's the platform where is for us and for everyone. So whoever is, has an idea or want to advertise about the business can come, and they have a platform to do here. Uh, so having said that, I didn't want to take more time. So the bottom line is, as an organization, we are looking to provide the services not just for someone, or obviously we talked so much about providing the assistance back in India, but also it's equally important and even more important to help us each other in US. So that's the key objective of this North America services. Having said that, thank you, Spurti and Dr. Nagaraju, sir. Back to you.
Okay, very, very, very nice.
So next, thank you, Venkatesh. Next, we have Treasurer of Kurubara Balaga of America, Mrs. Viji Shamanna. She will walk us through our initiatives around women empowerment.
Namaskara ellarigu. Spurti, I hope I'm not too loud because I was earlier. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. It's fine.
Great, thank you. Okay, my name is Viji Shamanna and I live here in New York. I grew up in Bangalore. I don't want to take a lot of time. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ and that is a sector that is very close to my heart. Women's empowerment, youth empowerment, and everything to do with agriculture and farming. I will be working with them, and we are still working out a lot of details. So we will let you know as and when we finalize them. And we're just looking forward to getting a lot of volunteers because we are a volunteer-driven organization, and we would really love for a lot of you guys to come and join us so that we can do something that's something at least, even a little bit helps. With that, I will pass it on to the next person. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Vijay Avre, for keeping it short and crisp. We are now moving on to Shekhar Lingaya, who is one of our board of directors. He will talk to us about the remote tutoring initiative that we'll be taking.
Thank you, Spurti ಅವರೇ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು, ಓದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕುರುಬರಾಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಿದ್ದು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಮ್ಟೆಕ್ನ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಕುರುಬರ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹುದ್ದೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೇನೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಾನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಏನು ಕುರುಬರ ಬಳಗ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಇದರಿಂದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇದು ವಿನ್ ವಿನ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪೈಲಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ವಿ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುಂದುವರಿತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಟು ಟಾಕ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ.
ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಚುಟುಕಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಂಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಶ್ವೇತಾ ರಾಮಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಶಿವಶಂಕರಪ್ಪ ಅವರು, ವಿಜಿ ಶಾಮಣ್ಣ ಅವರು, ಶೇಖರ್ ಲಿಂಗಯ್ಯನವರು ಬಹಳ ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಂದೆ ತಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗ ಹಾದಿಯನ್ನ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ.
ಶೋರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ in what capable hands we are. You know, we have really talented, capable leaders. And I'll also echo what Viji Shamanna said and call out for more volunteers. Tumba namalli talented skills iro ella members idivi illi. So let's all join hands. Please come forward. Please reach out to be more active participant in the organization.